Somalia.
I want to start with a little story about a young man by the name of Abdullahi Jama. He was 16 years old and he lived in Bohodla city. He always wanted to study at Hout Secondary School. He had a dream of having access to a computer and perhaps one day open up his Facebook account. Unfortunately, Abdul was killed by a lethal bullet that hit him in his private parts. That day, the enemy fire also obliterated his beloved village. Over the past year, ladies and gentlemen, hundreds of people were massacred and murdered in Sol, Sanag, and Ain. These people never crossed any border to attack anyone else. Ladies and gentlemen, they were killed right in their own homes. Kalshale, Meigagle, Sol Jokto, Hagogane, Las'anod, Hudun, Yagori, Og, Boame, and more. Lest we forget all those who died for the Union. Since 1991, after the collapse of the central government, the elders of SCC have been talked and deceived into being part of other administrations. We are neighbors, we are brothers, we can build this together. They have been let down many times. The favor has been returned to them by way of tribal manipulations and military invasions, some of which still stand today. Ladies and gentlemen, you may remember the young girl by the name of Halimo, who was brutally raped and murdered just a few weeks ago in the city of Hutun. Bullying armies are moving in and threatening new neighborhoods every day. Please join me and take a minute of silence and make dua and fatiha for all those people who died for Khatumo state. Thank you. As we celebrate our first anniversary of our newfound identity, our democracy in the region, the people of SCC have spoken. 13 grads and 30 aqils, along with dozens of intellectuals, women's groups, and members of civil society, have chosen a new path forward, declaring Khatumo state as the people's choice. I want to start by thanking our military men, the boys of Kalshale, and the famous Bohole brigades. And where would we be without Guta Coed? Our women, without whose bravery and leadership we would not be here tonight. This is not just your regular speech, it's a call for action. An action for all Khatumo youth around the world to organize and create peacefully how to work with their elders in order to lift our people out of poverty and hopelessness. Who are you waiting for? Nobody's going to come to your town and distribute United Nations food. No one else is going to come to your town and work and establish business and economic opportunities for your people. See, leadership is not about keeping investment dollars in other regions or even countries while your people die on the roads on the back of a camel as they seek medical help. As they say, if you don't plan, someone else is going to plan for you. From establishing health and banking services, construction companies, livestock, trading, and telecommunications. The people of Khatumo are tired of military operations from the north and travel restrictions from the south. The time has come for you to untangle yourself and aim high. The problem why most people fail in life is not that they aim too high and miss. The problem why most people fail in life is that they aim too low and hit. Think different this time. See, the airport of Taleh and Buhole could use a little bit of your business, all of you, today. Without any foreign aid, you have done in 9 months what other administrations could not do in 9 years. Is there any doubt that you are the ones you have been waiting for? Knowing that you're just against something is not going to get anywhere. We understand Khatumo is not perfect. We understand that it hasn't established its constitution fully yet. However, like any other new democracy, it's the least worst system that you have. Too much chatter in the coffee shops and internet chat lines, uttering mere condemnations, is the work of the lazy. See, God, Allah, will not judge you on the number of things that you destroy. Rather, God will judge you on the number of things that you build up. From water projects and student scholarships to opening up the skyways of the SCC region, Khatumo has already arrived. It is here, and it will be there for future generations. After all, you can't put the toothpaste back into the tube. Students across Khatumo landscape can learn their Drawish history as told to them by their own historians. Young pregnant mothers who need medical help in Taleh and Buhole can immediately be transported right from their own airports today. And know that Khatumo State has been legally recognized from the Somali federal government and the United Nations. Finally, our seniors can proudly proclaim and say that we are not from Somaliland, we are not from Puntland, we are not from a disputed land, we are from the promised land of Khatumo State of Somalia. There may be a few among us who are not so sure about Khatumo's accomplishments. There are people who may try to divide you along tribal lines of Farah, Mahmoud, Bahanugaled, Gaboye, Fiqishini, or Kaski Qabe. Just hit the delete button. Okay? See, let's imagine for a moment the absence of Khatumo. There is no Khatumo, for example, for a moment. Can you tell me who you are? See, you're left with your tribal affiliations, and that is not going to get you anywhere in the world stage and the economic and political negotiations. Khatumo is not against any particular group of people or administration. It doesn't go out and invade other people. It seeks peace. It's advocating for peaceful stay of its own God-given land. Is that too much to ask? It's advocating for better health, education, employment opportunities, and peaceful coexistence with all the administrations on the peripheries. See, any identity other than Khatumo is a trip backwards to tribal land. Let's never move backwards to a disputed land. Together we can move forward to the blessed land and promised land of Khatumo State. I ask the people of SCC and Khatumo folks all over the world, who are you waiting for? The choice is clear, ladies and gentlemen. You are the ones you have been waiting for. God bless Khatumo State of Somalia. Thank you very much.
barkadeeda Khatumo bulshaya hay dhamaantiin barbarina